Welcome, all of you, to the very first ever Chew the Fat. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to Three Beards co-founder and former Deputy CEO of Tech City, Mr. Benjamin Southworth.
This is the first one. I'm nervous, I'm scared. I've dressed as ideally all three political parties that I support. Hopefully you will be lucky enough to enjoy the conversation that Ro and I are going to have. And without any further ado, I'd like to welcome Rohan Silva, Senior Policy Advisor to number 10 Downing Street, and my boss. Hi.
Hello.
How did you end up in government? Where did you kind of come from?
Started at the Treasury, my dream job. On my first day, I realised that I fucking hated it. And it was so depressing. One of the things I tried to do in policy about kind of crowdsourcing and opening up policy through open data and so on is about saying, actually, no one person has a monopoly on good ideas. You don't know where they're going to pop up from. You know, part of the reason government is just generally so crap is it used to just buy stuff from big companies. You know, the worst thing about the last government, when this government came in May 2010, 95% of government contracts were going to companies with more than 250 employees. And in IT, 70% of IT contracts went to just 7 companies. We're going to just 7 companies. I mean, it was, you know, I've used the term quasi-corrupt. I mean, that's a polite word for it. You know, really, really messed up. And that just means that everything in government was crappier than it needed to be. Because you weren't tapping into the kind of innovation and ideas and dynamism of the startup community and of the entrepreneurial community.
At what point does government get the right to kind of dictate what either our online or /offline life is?
It was Alan Partridge, I think, who said, you know...
A great political thinker.
A great political thinker. What a man chooses to do in the privacy of his own attic is up to him.
It's a very good point.
A child aged 13, a young person aged 13 with a smartphone in their pocket that has access to all the porn in the world, right? It's not like an accidental find of some dog-eared, rain sort of torn porn.
Are you not talking about our
bush.
Personal experiences as 30-year-old men where we find porn in the bush?
Find porn in the bush. We used to call them the porn fairies that had delivered that. And
that was a weird thing. Do you think that still exists?
Yeah, I don't know. But
so mental. It was always crinkly. Do you remember?
it was many seasons of
through rain.
Right.
Sick people.
I wanted to ask you what your hope was for the future of Tech City.
The first thing I tried to do with Tech City was get Google or someone to build a civic space, was to have a place that you could just walk in that's kind of free of charge. You're not being sold to. You can just hang out and be around people who are trying to do the same sort of thing as you. I just think things like that are so important. The reason that I really fought to get funding to regenerate the roundabout and create a new space there that would be space for classrooms, 3D printing labs, startup space, things that individual startups can't afford, is to have that front door to Tech City, that no matter who you are and where you're from and what time it is and what you know and who you know, you can walk in there and be around kindred spirits and be sucked into this amazing world.
Whether rightly, wrongly, whatever your beliefs are, the political system is kind of actually comprised of all of you. And it's not, you know, it's not just Rohan making policy decisions. It's not just someone like I trying to champion these decisions or trying to help that piece through. It really is a place where we all have to participate, and I think in the UK we've become particularly disenfranchised with the political system, we've become disenfranchised with the political class. Actually, we should never lose hope about a democratic system. We should never lose this idea that we count, and we should certainly never ever stop voicing our opinion. I hope you'll join me in thanking Rohan for, I think, what I hope was an illustrative and interesting talk. Thank you so much.